I don't know what is up with this phone today. I just started a video and it just stopped. Just decided it wasn't going to listen to me anymore. Maybe my phone doesn't like me anymore. Anyway, I lost track of time. I want to do a video this morning. I did one last night explaining why we do things the way we do with the staking, why I did things the way I wanted to this year with the staking. And I don't always convey it the way I should. Last night I went into depth as to why I did not want to race Locatelli in the 4-year-old New Jersey Sire Stakes. It's too early. I don't want Locatelli racing in April at all. There's other good 4-year-olds that are from New Jersey. They were good 3-year-olds. And it's February right now. So what are you going to do? You're going to prep him to race him in April? When's he going to get a rest? Never, I suppose. So, and the New Jersey Sire, is the way it's set up this year for 4-year-olds, looks like it's a prep race for the graduate. Well, I don't want to go to the graduate. Keep in mind, when it comes to these 4-year-olds, this is a tough transition from 3-year-old stake horses to 4-year-old. Very, very tough to do. You got to race against aged horses in most stake races. So, we are going to rest Locatelli at some point. He's going to get rested. And it might be right now, depending on where they want to put him next week. I don't know. But I want to give him some time off. Let him grow up and bring him back and race him towards the end of the summer, right? I think August is a good focal point. August the 16th is the Maple Leaf Trot. If he's good enough to race in 4-year-old in open company, that's our backyard. That's right down the street from our training center. So I don't want him ready for April the 16th to race in New Jersey. Horse needs a break at some point. I don't have any interest in racing Kings County or him in April. Well, I guess Kings County can't, but still, you know what I'm saying. A number of other people asking about, I missed. Somebody had said, what about Purple Aura? I see Slim Jimmy is entered in some stuff in Indiana in October and even into November. What about Purple Aura? Sweet on Pete, those are good horses too. You're right. They are. It's open company, but it's open for everybody. And it runs at the same time as a number of other stake races, one of them being the Breeders' Crown. So, yeah, we can put them into that. I never thought of that. So I appreciate the dialogue and the feedback from our clients in regards to staking. Today is the deadline for February 15th. We have our schedule set in place. So now I'm just going to pay for it. I'm going to send the check out today to Joanne Staking. Another little point of order came up was no free lunch. We didn't enter him in the first leg of the Ontario Boys. I'm going to tell you why. A little birdie told me that a very good horse that went in 50 or 51 last fall that has been rested fresh, trained back, and qualified like a monster is and will be entered in that leg. Now, when I hear that, I'm thinking, 2 legs. If we draw him with that killer, it might be really detrimental to no free lunch. If we draw in another division, who's in there? I know of one for sure that was going to be. Now that the draw is done, only one division of 10, I believe, unless I missed one. Century Hannibal is the horse in question now. Not only is he a good horse, James drives that horse. I was very happy with the first race back from no free lunch, but I don't want him trying to pace in 51 or 52 next week. I don't want him chasing some freak. I would at least like to see to race in the Ontario Boys is awesome if you can win it. If we're just racing it or, to chase faster horses that are prepared to go faster than us, that's actually detrimental to no free lunch, especially the way he looked the other day. I thought he looked great. I would like another mile 54, 55, maybe 53, 51, 52. I don't really want to see that. So we had a tough decision to make, and I said, listen, it makes no sense for the Ontario Boys first leg. Let's see I already know one for sure that is in it. I already know he's in it. So what if there's other horses like him in it? Maybe this isn't a place we want to play around. Why don't we see what the setting looks like this week before we put him in a position to get maybe beat up, right? Because horses that are coming back fresh, they feel like King Kong. They want to crush everybody. You put him in where he gets beat up, King Kong turns into a pussycat really quick. So we get our life. No free lunch is life out of him. Why jeopardize stretching out his mind and his physical ability right now to race against a horse that we can't beat right now? Can't beat Century Hannibal yet. So opted to race him. He didn't. They opened the class for him last week, but he didn't maul them. Right, he was a 3-1 over bet last week. I think this week we get a good crack at them going into the second leg, especially since there's only one division now. Going into that second leg with a mile and 53 in front of us. Now that's a different scenario. So we gambled. I'm sorry I didn't bring it to you, but a lot of this was dropped on me this morning. The broad strokes last night and then this morning again, it just made more sense. Protect the horse at all costs. That's pretty simple. And when I'm really stuck on something, when it comes to the stable, I'm really stuck on something we need to do, might do, could do, it's easier just to step back and say what's best for the horse. And getting stretched out by Century Hannibal when I'm not certain we can't beat him, but I don't think we can beat him this week. So not hiding from him. Yeah, we are hiding from him this week, but we'll tangle with him maybe next week if we can. Now, if we go the mile our way, 53 and a piece, 54 this week with no free lunch, then maybe we follow along. Maybe we don't even tussle with him. Follow along, make sure we get in the final. Maybe in the final with 3 fast miles into him. Maybe then he wants to take a run at Century Hannibal, assuming he's the best horse in there. So that was the plan with no free lunch. I apologize I didn't bring this to you sooner. I meant to bring it to you before the draw came out. And then I had a call from who's become a good friend of mine, a gentleman in Australia, has a blog, said there's a sale coming up this weekend, and asked me to talk about what the sale looks for, what the sale does, what we've accomplished over the last 6-7 years. And as you can imagine, a 20-minute interview turned into 45 minutes. And I lost track of time. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I was going to talk more about the babies that trained today. I can tell you that everybody, I was super happy with most everybody. There's a lot of people out there probably wondering about Anthony. Tactical Mounds, is she back training? Not only is she training, but she thumped them today in a set. I went with her, 2:38. She looked fantastic. You might say, well, how did she catch back up? Well, it's the work we put in them before. Yeah. She's a naturally, I told you guys, I keep telling you, a couple of people ask me, why do we ever stake so heavy when she missed all this time? Relax. Horses are very resilient, and it didn't take her long to not only pick up where she left off, but excel quite a bit. I think, if anything, that time off may have helped her. Before, you had to watch her in the straightaway, she'd roll off stride. Maybe her knees were bothering her a little bit before she actually mangled them on the track when she fell down. She was a powerhouse today. I particularly I took time after the train to go down and watch her in her stall for a minute as they fed her. She attacked the feed tub. That's what I want to see, right? That's what good horses do after they train, especially when they train hard. Had a good day. Tactical Mounds was awesome. Oh my gosh, also a winner in a set. Maybe I should do a set thing. Maybe I will. I'll make a point to do one in a little while. Right now I got to do some business at the bank and make sure we get our staking paid and get some work done. But I will, a very busy day today, I will talk about the sets, if nothing else. So my set list is on this phone. It's also on my other phone, which is at home. When I leave here, I'll go back to the house, get my other phone, and I'll go through the sets with you set by set day. We had 9 sets, only a few scratches today, few temperatures today. Wouldn't it be nice? Spiked one last night, which is a pain in the butt because I really want to get her moving again. She'll train. She seemed fine and ate good today. No temperature tomorrow means she trains a slow mile tomorrow. Otherwise, she'll be back at it Saturday. Yuri missed a couple of days with some sickness, so we didn't go with him today. Maybe tomorrow again, maybe Saturday. And a couple of horses that were castrated within the last week. Sir Strong didn't go today. He jogged. All these horses jogged. Olchek didn't go today also. So everybody else went today. Very happy with what I saw on the track at training. I will speak, I guess I'll bring you a video today about how they did. I'll get that video to you in just a few moments. Take care.